It is now the afternoon. We are now leaving the Mad Monkey Hostel to our next one. It's called Le Niche something, but we're going to be meeting up with everyone else on this tour. I'm not entirely sure what the process of me vlogging it is going to be like, whether I just put a backing track of areas we go or actually talking it, but we'll see how it goes, and let's fucking do this. Made it to our new hotel. We've met all the people that are on our tour. They seem very nice, and it's going to be a very exciting 10 days with them. Yeah. But I think now we're going to chill out and just sort of get to know everyone a bit more. And then tonight we're going to go out to Pub Street, I think.
We're going out for dinner at 7 and then Pub Street.
Dinner at 7, Pub Street. So it'll only be like a couple of shots here and there, but no vlogging like this. I'm too shy. Let's have a good evening. Starting off with day one, we went to our tour guide's home area
in the villages of Siem Reap. So we explored the rural areas outside of the city because the majority of Cambodian people are farmers. So our tour guide Hull was showing us the farms, and here is one of the tuk-tuk drivers watering the herbs and the veggies.
And then we went to Hull's auntie and uncle's to try some rice wine.
It was strong. I didn't try it.
Tara, how's it? Aaron! Oh! Kristen, it's good? Yeah, you happy now?
Then we left there and went to Hull's family home. Is that next?
And had some lunch.
So after we relaxed for a little bit, we went to do some rice wine tasting, and it was very nice. There was lots of flavours. And then we went in the evening to the sunset barbecue. So I watched the sunset over the rice fields whilst they cooked us a barbecue.
And watching the sunset.
Very nice. And here's Aaron doing a shotgun.
Ayo, Peter is the winner! Woo! Yo, go Emma, go Emma! Woo! Here you go!
Finish, and then you will see how your friend.
Yes!
So the next day we had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to Angkor Wat Temple
To do the sunrise tour. We went to go and get our ID passes, and then we made our way to the front, watched the sunrise. Wasn't that spectacular, but it was nice. And then we had breakfast and we went into Angkor Wat Temple to have a look around whilst our tour guide told us about the history. It was massive. here is all, are they little hearts, little flowers? And
Yeah,
I think they said, what is it, like Happy Khmer New Year or something like that?
They held the world record for the amount of hearts displayed at Angkor Wat.
Oh, in the world, on a display or something like that, I can't remember.
But this is us climbing to the top of the temple, where they had 4 different sections for water collection when it rained.
It was very, very hot, like about 38 degrees, which is why we went really early.
But now it's time for us to leave the Angkor Wat temple and make our way to the second one.
Bayan Temple.
So this is the entrance to the temple, where they had all of these statues holding this naga, which is Khmer for snake.
And we had tuk-tuks to take us around to all the different temples because it's a massive slope. And here we are on our tuk-tuks. The next temple had a lot of monkeys. This is us exploring that temple.
A lot of the walls around the temple just had a story
Etched out.
in stone of what happened. I tried making friends with a monkey, but unfortunately he did not like the camera, so he kept on running away.
I'm not surprised. A lot of this was just us trying to find shade as well because of how hot it was.
And unfortunately someone did collapse because they got a bit of heat stroke.
He's talking.
He wanted his tissue.
Back on the tuk-tuks for the third and final temple of the day, which is the
Temple where they filmed Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider temple, that's the word I was looking for. At this point, we were all dying. Lots of heat. Also having to wear long clothes because we're in temples. But it was worth it. So here we have all of these old trees with the roots, was it like the birds pooed on the roof and they were eating seeds and the seeds just grew the trees over many hundreds of years.
Now it's time for us to head back to the hotel after
lunch. It was a very long day. We had a nap. Most people
a
did.
very long nap.
And then we went out for dinner.
Went to this spring roll place where we had like Western food, American.
Well, no, it's like
Mexican.
spring rolls, but with all different fillings. It was amazing. Definitely recommend. And the next day was travelling to Phnom Penh, which is the capital of Cambodia. It's just a long travel day. We stopped for lunch and finally made it into the city late afternoon.
After a 6-hour journey.
Yeah, 6 or 8 hour journey. It's quite a long one.
After a big old sweaty 6.5 hours, we finally made it to Phnom Penh. I think that's the name. But we're in our room. Just come out the shower because I'm sweaty. But let's check out the view. is just amazing. That is good, right? But, oh, slowly backing in. Small door, big guy. But can't keep it open as well. We are going to be getting ready to be going out for dinner with the others. It's going to be another... it's going to be an early one tomorrow. Not as early as like 4 o'clock as it was yesterday. But... right. Let's continue with the day. I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far and haven't clicked off at all. But let's go to our next adventure.
Hotel was really nice. We sat and had a drink up on the rooftop and got ready for the next day, where we went to the S21 prison and the killing fields, which was quite a dark day, but it's important to learn about Cambodia's history, especially as it was not that long ago. It's quite modern history.
We found out it was in the 1970s.
Yes, the late 70s. So it's still in a lot of people in Cambodia's lifetime. So it's still quite raw.
Now it's time for us to head towards the killing fields where they
took people from the prison and killed them here. So here is a mass grave. There was lots of these dotted around the killing fields. In some parts you could still see the prisoners' clothing and remains in the fields. So after that heavy afternoon, we went back to the hotel to chill. And then in the evening we went out.
We are now at our third hotel with this Cambodia tour. This hotel is actually pretty darn sweet. Just marble floors, but the only bad thing is the bathroom is tiny. But the view is very good. But at the moment we're just going to get ready to head to the water park. It's going to be fun. Going to bring the GoPro, get loads of footage. It's going to be blast. Yeah, we spent about four hours. I think it was a bit early, but 4 hours on the bus here. Yeah. Let's go.
As Aaron didn't say there, this is Kampot, and we are heading to a popular water park in Kampot, which is part of a hostel. It was a very fun day out. Lots of just jumping in water with questionable apparatus. Here's Aaron jumping in. Whee! Splash. Body slam. That fringe.
No, this was one of the most terrifying parts of the park.
The slide.
This isn't me, by the way. Now it is. We also had the blob, or the bag as people called it. And there was a little island where people can just chill out
and jump off. Me and a few others did not do any jumping, just floating.
We're all just having a good time.
Everyone was loving life.
Give us a wave. Can't see. Well, then video.
Here's Aaron jumping off. Wow.
3, 2, 1.
And after that 10 out of 10 performance, we had an audience that were giving us a rating.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
There's a monkey. You got a wave from the top. More wave. Wow. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Yay! Woo! Yeah. Whoa. Oh.
And this is our friend David going on the slide for the first time.
Oh, he did it. He did it.
Splosh.
After chilling out on the island, we all decided to go for the slide. I went down the slide like 5 times. After the first time, I was terrified and I slapped my back against the water. But after a few goes, it was really fun.
Very red back for days.
It was a very nice location and food.
Next day, still in Cambodia, we went to a cooking class.
I went to a cooking class, Becky stayed back at the hotel. It was a very nice day. Not as I expected. We all cooked together, as where our last cooking class in Thailand, we did it all in teams. But as you can see, all of us working together to make a beautiful Cambodian dish called amok. We had a few non-fish amok, and because a few of us didn't eat fish. And then in the pepper farms, they made Campot pepper ice cream, which in my opinion did not go together. It was just pepper granules on top of ice cream.
Ew.
But these had massive fields of pepper, all different kinds of pepper, where we did a taste testing of each. And then after the pepper fields, we went to a salt field. I didn't go out to it, but it was very nice to
Big
look
mould
at.
and salt.
After the day, we went up to this mountain to watch the sunset. But then while we're up there, we came across these abandoned buildings, which I can't remember whether he said were restaurants or they were actual houses. There was a lot of buildings with holes and little like cupboards where they hid guns and other weapons. Not 100% sure on what this place was, but it did look like a motel where the rooms are very tiny, couple of bathrooms, but it was just, there was nothing there. She a big girl. Then we drove a little bit further to go to the top of the mountain, where there was a rundown Catholic church, which is still in use, but just not as much. So people do come up here and pray. Now this is the highest point of the mountain. It was a bit of a gloomy day, but we had good company and had a laugh with it all. So we thought we'll try going to a different side of the mountain for the sunset.
So the next day we headed to the island on a very, very bumpy road, as you can see here. This
We
lasts for about an hour.
spent an hour on this continuous bumpy road. I was counting every minute.
It was a lot. for your stomach.
Free massage though.
But it was worth it. Once we arrived at the port, we got a boat and then another boat. As you can see.
This was the boat to the Mad Monkey Hostel.
And we arrived on the island. And it was like a little resort because there was nothing else you could do other than drink and be on the beach.
And play some volleyball.
And it was nice and chill.
I love the body on the line every time. Oh. Every time. He like watched it and then oh shit. So I take it down.
Now it was time for the evening where we had a couple drinks down the pier, and then later that night there was a fire show.
Mr. Black Guy! When are you jumping in? Huh? Going home.
It's time for our last day on the island, where we mistakenly got on a boat after a very drunken night.
I'm sure it was lovely, but when you feel hungover and sick, it was hell.
But so all of this, I didn't actually see myself because I was struggling with the snorkel because I didn't bring my own, unfortunately. But I tried my best to try and get the best footage as I could. Oh look, a fishy. We got to this remote island and had some lunch.
And we swam to the beach and did some activities.
This is where they took my GoPro and done everything they wanted to. and had some beer Olympics where they did drinking and mini games.
Here's our tour guide. Dressing as a woman. Such a random place. Didn't even see that. Next day was our last day, so we were travelling back to Phnom Penh, which took like a few hours.
A little bit longer than it took from Phnom Penh to Kampot.
It's only because there was like 2 boats involved.
Yeah.
So back to the capital for our final night together.
We went out for one last dinner and a night out just to say goodbye. So I hope you have enjoyed this vlog as our Cambodia tour finishes. We have enjoyed this trip. It's been like once in a lifetime thing and it was amazing. Met some really cool people and we know so much about Cambodia now. So I just want to say thank you for watching this chapter and hopefully you'll stick around for Vietnam, which begins very shortly. So I hopefully see you then. Bye.